Hi, hello, I'm Sarah, and today I want to talk about my study goals for April and May. I think this video is going to be quite quick, but important for me personally. I'm hoping that putting these goals out into the universe and out onto the internet is going to force me to be a little bit more consistent with my studying because I am chronically procrastinating everything that will improve my life. I'm trying to combat that a little bit with some public accountability. If you don't already know, I am currently studying Korean. I'm so embarrassed to say I haven't finished it yet, but I really want to finish studying from Integrated Korean Beginning 2. Originally, I was planning to finish that book last October, and it is April now, so I am quite a few months late. I have been studying this book for so long, it started to have a little bit of a mental block about studying it because I just can't get to the end. Right now, I have finished everything up until chapter 13 of Beginning 2, and then I kind of hit a wall where I think it was the vocabulary. I just hadn't practiced the vocabulary enough, and so suddenly it went from being super easy to flip the page to chapter 13 and I couldn't understand any of the dialogues or any of the readings, and it was so disheartening. So I think I'm going to go back to the beginning of the book and review because it has been a few months since I have properly studied it. I want to really focus on learning the vocabulary well so that when I get to those slightly more advanced readings, not even advanced because it's still the beginner textbook, but like slightly more advanced readings, I can actually understand at least all of the vocabulary, and then I can focus more on the new grammar rather than trying to figure out what the words actually mean, which I should have known from like 5 chapters previously. So yes, that is my first goal. Moving into my second goal, this one's going to sound a little bit optimistic considering my previous history, but my second goal is to go through the Seouldae Hangugo beginner textbook. So that would be 1A, 1B, 2A, and 2B. Finishing 4 whole textbooks from start to finish might seem like a lot in 2 months, but please remember I actually have studied all of the Integrated Korean beginner textbooks, so I have a feeling that at least 1A and 1B are going to be a lot of easy review, and I can do those very quickly and just kind of scan the book and make sure that I'm not missing any vocabulary. And then I think 2A and 2B are going to be the ones that challenge me a little bit more, but hopefully not too much. Hopefully I have covered a lot of the grammar previously, and this can just be a good review for the grammar and vocabulary that I'm currently finding very hard in the Integrated Korean series. Especially since I've taken a little bit of a break, I can review everything I already know, and then hopefully there won't be such a big jump between the beginner study material and the intermediate study material in the level 3 textbook. I practice a lot of reading and writing in my textbooks, but I find that I miss a lot of listening and speaking practice, and so with the next few goals, I'm hoping to try and buff up my listening and speaking skills. And now moving into a much more fun study goal, and that is to finish watching all of the K-drama Romance is a Bonus Book. I think for most people, watching one K-drama in 2 months is not a lot, like super doable. And even for me, if I was just watching this drama normally, I would usually finish a drama within a week. But something that I'm trying to do with this drama specifically is watch it with Korean subtitles, and that is going to make it a lot harder for me to focus. It's not going to be such an easy binge watch. Romance is a Bonus Book is a drama about a woman who took a career break to raise her daughter and then went through a very sudden divorce, and now she's trying to get back into the Korean workforce, and her struggles with that and her relationships with the people at her workplace and her old friends from before she got married. I have actually seen this drama before. I thought it would be a great idea to pick a show that I already knew the story of, and then that way I can focus less on the plot developments and more on the language aspect of the show. I really want to improve my listening skills because I get so caught up in having to know every single thing in the sentence that I have a really hard time just grasping the overall meaning quickly. So that's what I want to focus on with this particular drama, just listening and doing my best to understand the meaning in a general way rather than understanding every single small piece. Because obviously this drama is way above my skill level, I'm not hoping to know every single thing. So the next one is going to focus on my speaking skill mostly, and that is to be able to hold a 5-minute conversation in Korean. I'm very lucky to live in Korea, so I have access to a lot of Korean speakers, and I feel like I have not been utilizing that resource at all because I am terrified to talk to people. So something that I really want to work on in the next 2 months is just talking to somebody and trying to have a conversation. I don't really care what the conversation is about, but my goal is to have it last for at least 5 minutes. There's not a lot to say about this one. Basically, talking to native speakers is terrifying, and this is going to be a lot of me just overcoming that fear and practicing my recall fluency with the things that I've actually studied, and slowly building up how long I can have a conversation and making sure that I have some topics that I feel comfortable talking about. I have 5 goals in total. So this is going to be my last goal, and I think it's going to be really fun, and that is to learn a Korean song. One of the problems that I have weirdly often living in Korea is what is called noraebang. If you speak Korean at all, if you're interested in Korean culture, you probably already have heard of noraebang. It's literally just like a karaoke room. You go into a private room with your friends, and they have a big TV with a bunch of karaoke songs loaded onto it, and then you can sing with each other. So something that I personally want to do for my social life so that I can join in better, and I think it will help a lot with my pronunciation, is to just practice some Korean music, learn the lyrics, learn the pronunciation, so that I'm confident singing in Korean at noraebang with my friends. So the song that I am hoping to be able to learn is Better Better, and I actually already know some of Better Better, so I think it's going to be quite easy for me to be able to learn the lyrics to that one. Okay, so I think that is all I have for my April and May study goals. If you have any study goals for yourself in any language, you can let me know in the comments. I'm super curious. And if you are interested in more about my life in Korea, you can follow me on Instagram, Strawberry Kimchi Korean. And with that, I think I'll let you go. Bye!